Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are out doing one cast today. It is October 31st. It's about 6 in the evening, and here come the geese. They're running about 1.5 units of water. I'm below lookout a little ways. It's about the 4th group of geese that have flown by me this evening. I've got a 1/125th ounce black jig on. Unfortunately, I have 4-pound line, which I wish I had 2, but I didn't grab the right rod. And we're gonna work this inside flat, on the inside from here down. I thought I brought some 16th ounce jigs too, and I would have worked the middle. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I threw out here a second ago and got a bite just on a practice cast. So we can duplicate that. The water here is not that deep in this area right here, like 3 or 4 foot. So this jig is perfect for the depth and for the current. 2-pound line would help, in my opinion, but it's okay. Can't throw it out quite as far as I want to. But I'm going to slow my drift down a little bit. Let the jig swing back behind the boat. That's a little better cast. I haven't thrown a jig in a while, so I am rusty. I'm making excuses early. Practice cast. Guess I shouldn't make any practice casts. Water's pretty clear. I see a little bit of algae floating down, but not much. It's pretty clean. Not getting anything on my jig. A lot of the leaves have fallen the last couple of days. There's some green leaves left, but all the dry ones are done on the ground. A lot of bare trees. That might have been a bite. The Festival of Trees, our food pantry cam here in Taney County and Stone County that I work with. Festival of Tree store is open today. It's down at the landing. It's down on the Bass Pro side on the lakefront. It's fish. Right down the road from there's a simulated golf place, and they've got a big old monster car in the storefront. I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, it's real close to the store. We have a very small space this year. The landing actually donates that space to us. And space at the landing is very expensive. So we take what they give us, and this year it's pretty small. And it's packed full of trees. They're all for sale. There's a lot of other Christmas decor in there. Reasonably priced. Now the trees are not. Sometimes I can't believe how much money they're asking and actually get for it, but it is a donation. We've got a tree in there that Marcia and Lisa, my sister, decorated. That was way too fast. Oh, wow, picked him up right off the boat. Cool. little better fish too. It is kind of nice to be able to pick these fish up out of the water and shake them off a jig versus trying to get that tiny jig out of their mouth, or like a midge out of their mouth. Just went over that bar, comes out of that creek, out of Port Royal. Okay, I'm gonna go in a little closer to the bank, fish a little bit deeper water. It's still real pretty. The light, the sunlight coming through those, I mean, it is, it's still, there's still a lot of color on the lake. Very nice. Glad that wind didn't pick up. These fish probably haven't seen a jig in a while. I'm gonna get a little deeper. Just a little bit. Ah. Couple of dead browns. on the bottom. The Conservation Department came out with an article yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, confirming the type of fungus that's growing on some of our trout here. Oh, misty. And really there's nothing can be done about it except putting as little pressure, stress on the fish as possible and handling them, and you know, don't fight them too hard, release them quick. Don't handle them with dry hands or a dry cloth for sure, because that will wipe the slime right off a fish. Don't touch them at all if you can help it. I like what I did, and just grab the jig and flip them off if you're throwing a fish in a jig. The mold is in all cold water, or I say all, it's in our cold water. Comes out of table rock. Some people think it comes out of the hatchery. It comes through the hatchery, through the outlets, but it comes out of the turbines too. It's natural in a lot of the cold water. It thrives in cold water. And the slime on a fish's body keeps that bacteria from infecting the skin. When that slime is taken off, well, I'm catching them about the same spot every time, like right there. That slime's wiped off, then it allows that fungus to get on the skin and grow. A fish can and do survive that for the most, sometimes, but sometimes it kills them. And they said the bigger fish are the ones that are more susceptible. The small fish, not so much. Not sure why that's the case, but that's why we're seeing a lot of browns up here in the trophy area with the white fuzz. And that's why you see them dead on the bottom. They've succumbed to the disease. But it is in a pretty small percentage of fish, and almost all of them are browns. There's a few rainbows that have it, but I'm not sure why it affects browns more than rainbows. Except most of the fish up here, bigger fish, are browns right now. That will change, and on into November and December, there'll be more rainbows up here, big rainbows, because the winter spawn will start for our rainbows. Hopefully, as soon as table rock turns over and our oxygen content rises, we'll have less stress on the fish. And probably see this fungus disappear. But it's pretty rare. Some people said they've never seen it. Some people said they've seen a little bit of it. I think we saw it years ago when we had some really high and yucky water, high temperature and yucky, real bad water coming out of Table Rock. It really put a lot of stress on the fish. It's taking quite a while to drift down here. I'm getting pretty close to the narrows. It's going to start getting pretty shallow here pretty quick. And I think I should be able to catch one or two more fish. Maybe. Huh. Start working a little different and he hit it. That's cool. Boy, he nailed it too. That's a good rainbow. He's pretty. I put him in the tank, but I don't want to keep him out of the water that long. Well, should I do that again? Remember, it's not very deep here, so doing this, the jig only drops maybe a foot under the water. But it's only like 2 foot deep, so. Oh, I think it just had a bite. Missed him. Gosh. Okay. Slow the boat down. Let's try something. Let's try just drifting it. Jig it just a little bit, but don't reel. Maybe. Last cast. Oh, that was a bite. Ooh, I gotta do it again. I got a bite. Okay. Oh, we got a black lab in a boat below us. It's like a pup. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in November. Come on, Jeff.